My precious child, quiet your heart now and listen. Listen with your soul, because what I say is not just sound, it is life. Life that flows from my eternal love for you. You who are there, so often restless without knowing why. You who carry in your chest a longing the world cannot name. I want you to know today that this subtle cry pulsing within you is the echo of heaven calling your spirit. Before time took shape, before rivers ran, before the stars shone in the heavens, I already knew your name. And not just your name. I knew your smile, your pain, your fear, and your courage. I dreamed of you in every detail. You are not the product of chance, you are the fruit of my heart. When you formed your first thought, I had already woven your destiny with hands that do not fail. Every curve of your story, every detour, every tear, every silent moment, everything was embraced by my grace. Even if you don't yet understand all that you've lived, everything up until now is connected by an invisible thread, linking every chapter to a purpose far greater than your eyes can see. That unease that visits you in moments of calm, yes, that feeling that something is missing, that there is a more you can't name, is the confirmation that your soul was designed for heavenly heights. It's not a mistake, not a flaw in you. It's your spirit recognizing it was born to live something this natural world cannot offer you. You were created to walk in covenant with me, to walk with your head held high even when everything around you tries to push you down. What I planted in you cannot be destroyed by human criticism, past rejection, or the wounds that have marked you. Every scar of yours is known to me, and none of them cause me to reject you. On the contrary, I see them as marks of survival, as records of someone who, even while wounded, is still here, listening to my voice. I made you resilient. I gave you gifts the world has not yet seen in full. You have a strength that has not fully awakened, and I, your God, will lead you to discover who you truly are. In my eyes, not in the eyes of others, not in the eyes of pain, but in the eyes of your Creator. Do not fear that inner battle that sometimes tries to paralyze you. The confusion that tries to blind you, it does not come from me. I am a God of order, not chaos. And so today I call you to be close, close enough to hear the sound of my heart beating for you. Come without masks. Come as you are. I don't ask for perfection, I ask for surrender. Allow me to touch the places that hurt the most, those corners of your soul that you hide even from yourself, those thoughts that silently wound you. I specialize in restoring what has been broken. I specialize in transforming anguish into peace, heaviness into lightness, sadness into new hope. When you feel you have no strength left, remember, I am your strength. When everything seems to collapse, remember, I am your rock. You are not created to live a shallow existence. You were called to live deeply, to dive into my spirit, to walk the earth as a witness of my love, and that begins within you. It begins when you accept the truth that you are not alone, you never were. That night when you cried in silence, that hour when no one answered your cry, I was there. Every sigh of yours was heard by me. Every unspoken prayer was interpreted by my spirit, and even when you didn't know what to ask for anymore, I kept acting, because my love does not depend on your performance. It is constant, it is eternal, it is irrevocable. Child, listen, you are far too precious to live below what I've prepared for you. You have been anointed to break limits, to defy statistics, to show the world that there is a living God working in your life. You've been set apart for something unique, something only you can fulfill. That unrest within you is the cry of your mission calling you. Don't silence that call. Don't extinguish the fire I lit inside you. You were made to shine, not with your own light, but with my light reflected in you. Where there is darkness, I will send you as a beacon. Where there is pain, you will bring healing. Where there is hopelessness, you will speak words that rekindle faith. But for that, I need your yes. A yes that doesn't depend on circumstances, but on trust in my character. I don't promise a life without hardships, but I do promise a life with purpose, with direction, with presence, my presence. You will not walk alone. In every step, I will be beside you, in valleys, on mountains, in deserts, and in gardens. I will be with you. When the world tries to convince you that you are not enough, remember who created you, who called you, who loves you with eternal love. You are enough because you are mine. You don't need to carry the world on your shoulders. You were not designed to live anxiously, trying to control everything. You were created to trust, to rest in my arms, to lay your head on my chest and hear the voice that says, everything will be okay. I am with you. Cast your cares on me. Don't hide your fears. Speak to me even when there are no words. Your presence in my presence is already prayer, and I will hear you, and I will guide you with patience, with wisdom, with tenderness. I am a father who does not abandon, who does not fail, who does not give up. And there is more, so much more. Do you think you've seen it all? No, child, I have greater plans. I will place in your hands opportunities you never imagined. But before that, I need to prepare your heart, because what comes from me is not too light for fragile hearts, nor too heavy for strengthened ones. You will be tested, yes, but not so I can see if you're worthy. You will be tested so you can see how strong you truly are, stronger than you imagine, so you can see how much my grace in you makes the impossible possible. When you're surrounded by challenges, remember, giants don't show up to knock down those already fallen. They appear before those who have already been prepared to defeat them. And your victory will not be yours alone. It will be a testimony, a sign to others still walking in darkness. You will be a voice of blessing in your home. You will intercede, and I will hear. You will cry out, and I will act. Your family will see in you the transformation only heaven can produce. Don't judge them for not yet understanding your faith. Love them, embrace them, and pray for them. I'm working behind the scenes. Where you can't see, I'm already there. Where you cannot reach, my hand has already touched. And when you least expect it, you will see miracles bloom where there was once pain. You will see doors open where once there were only walls. Because I'm God, and when I decide to move, nothing can stop me. So keep your flame burning. Rekindle the altar of your heart. Seek me in the early mornings, in the pauses of the day, in the moments of silence. Every time you seek me, I will be there. Not far, not unreachable, but near as the air you breathe. And I will speak to you and show you the way you must go. I will be your compass, your map, your north. And even when you don't understand, trust, because my thoughts are higher than yours, and my ways are above yours. I don't make mistakes in my plans. Everything I allow has a purpose, and everything I promise, I fulfill. Child, you are not ordinary. You are an answer. You are a calling. You are part of something eternal. The world may try to label you, but no word spoken over you has more authority than the word I released. You are mine, mine forever. And if I am with you, who can stand against you? Rise, shake off the dust, embrace your identity. You were created in my image. Your worth is not in your achievements or in applause. Your worth is in who you are to me. And to me, you are worth everything, because I gave everything for you, even my own son. It is that love that sustains you. It is truth that sets you free. So walk, child. Walk with courage, with faith, with hope. Walk knowing that your steps are guided by invisible but powerful hands. Walk knowing that the promise has not failed. It is simply maturing. And at the right time, at the perfect time, you will see what I have prepared. And it will be so great, so beautiful, so beyond what you asked for, that you will fall to your knees, not out of fear, but out of gratitude, and your mouth will be filled with laughter, and your soul will overflow with peace, because you will finally understand that it was all worth it. Every pain, every weight, every prayer was all part of the story I wrote with eternal love. And now, as you sit with these words, don't rush past them. Let them rest on your spirit like dew on the morning grass, because in this stillness, something sacred is happening. Your heart is being recalibrated to hear the rhythm of heaven. You are not just a person trying to get through the days. You are a carrier of eternity, walking through time with divine intent. There are things you've been wrestling with in silence, questions about why certain dreams have stalled, why the answers haven't come yet, why some doors seem to open only to close again. I see all of it. I hold the entire timeline in my hands, and I haven't forgotten what I planted in you. Delay is not denial, it's refinement. Some of the places you wanted to arrive at sooner required a version of you that was not yet ready. I'm not just preparing the promise, I'm preparing you for the promise. Because what I give is sacred, and I don't place sacred things into hands that are still learning how to hold without fear or pride. You've compared your path to others, wondering why their pace seems quicker. But child, I don't measure progress the way the world does. I see obedience in quiet seasons as more victorious than applause in public ones. I celebrate when you choose honesty over image, stillness over performance, surrender over striving. There is power in your process, even when it feels like nothing is changing. Growth isn't always loud. Sometimes it looks like showing up again after disappointment, or forgiving again even when trust feels impossible. Sometimes it looks like sitting in the dark with your heart wide open, waiting on me. You think you need to be stronger before you move forward, but what if I told you it's your weakness that creates room for my strength? I'm not asking for your perfection. I'm asking for your willingness. Willingness to trust me when the ground feels shaky. Willingness to lean into my arms when your own strength fades. And in those moments, when anxiety presses on your chest like a weight you can't name, pause. Come back to me, take a deep breath, and remember, I am not just your God, I am your source. The thoughts that accuse you are not from me. The noise that overwhelms you is not from me. I speak peace. I call you into still waters. There is a work I want to do within you that is more valuable than any success outside of you. I'm cultivating character that will carry the weight of your calling. The spotlight you may desire is not your destination. It is your tool. Your being matters more than your doing. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are exactly where I can reach you, mold you, and walk with you into what's next. What feels like wilderness is actually the place where distractions are stripped, and intimacy with me grows deeper. I want to teach you how to hear my voice, not only in moments of crisis, but in ordinary hours. When you're washing dishes, when you're commuting, when you're scrolling mindlessly just to numb the ache, I am there, waiting to interrupt your numbness with presence. And I know there are wounds you haven't spoken of in years, rejections you carry as if they define you, but they don't. They're not the final chapter. They are just part of the terrain I'm using to bring you into emotional wholeness. I will teach you to feel again without fear. I will teach you to hope again without shame. Relationships have scarred you. Trust has felt dangerous, and I understand. But I am restoring your ability to love without being enslaved to the fear of loss. My love is not manipulative. It does not shift with mood or performance. It stays, always. Some days you don't know how to pray, and that's okay. Just show up. Let your tears speak. Let your sighs become incense. I understand the language of the heart better than anyone else. I don't need poetic words, I need your presence. And don't worry about sounding spiritual. You don't need to come to me polished or eloquent. I don't measure devotion by volume, but by authenticity. Speak to me honestly, even when what you're feeling is anger, doubt, or confusion. I can handle it all. I welcome it all. You've been carrying burdens that were never yours to bear. You've tried to fix people, solve every crisis, be strong for everyone, but that's not your job. I never asked you to be the savior. I asked you to trust the savior. Let me be the one who holds it all together. There are assignments I've placed in your hands that will require faith bigger than your current comfort zone. I will not call you to things you can do without me. What I ask of you will stretch you because it will draw you closer to my heart where all courage is born. Sometimes I'll close doors not because you're being punished, but because I'm protecting you. Sometimes I'll withhold what you want so I can give you what you need. If you knew what I knew, you would thank me for every no I've spoken over you. When people misunderstand you or speak against what I've placed in your heart, remember, approval from man is fleeting, but the favor I place on you is eternal. Don't let criticism cancel your calling. Stay faithful, stay soft. Please subscribe to receive more of my truth and turn on notifications so you never miss what I have to say to you.